Today I'm gonna give you guys a behind the scenes look of what it is like walking a property, analyzing the property, what I look for while I'm in the property, and obviously how I found this property. So come with me and I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it. So it's a bit cold today. I came out to my truck, I remote started, check this out. It's so cold, I can't get in. So we're gonna have to climb in from the back. Oh gosh. All right, we're in, we're off. A lot of people will say that it's really hard to find deals right now, and the deals that you can find are overpriced, or they're listed on the MLS and they're, being purchased by out-of-state buyers at some ridiculous price. Now, some of that may be true, but right now is a great time to try to buy stuff, especially on the MLS. So this property actually came right off the MLS. We recently got this massive snowstorm, not massive, but it's been really cold. Check this out, we have snow drifts. No one's out looking at houses right now. Not many people, at least not the masses. So this is a good opportunity to go out, look at a house that other people just aren't looking at. It's gonna be less competitive. So for all you people that are saying, oh, it's too competitive, maybe you should try to find a market where it snows. So anyway, so this is a bankruptcy. It's listed right on the MLS. I actually scheduled a showing on this the second day it hit the market, and I actually didn't go because just like you guys, I think that the market sometimes is oversaturated and buying stuff right off the MLS is difficult. So I just didn't go. I have a lot going on, and I saw it was still on the market after we had this snow. So I reached out to the agent and just said, hey, did you guys have any offers? Typically, I don't ask people, did you have any offers? Because that's kind of like a newbie question, but in this situation, I kind of wanted to get to the chase right away, and she said no. No low balls, no full price, no offers. So to me, this is a great opportunity to go look at this property. Maybe I can make a low ball offer and we'll get it accepted. So follow me. All right, guys, so we just pulled in, we're here. The first thing I'm gonna do is kind of just show you where we're at, what I like about the property, and some of the things that are sticking out to me, so come with me. This door is broken again. I guess we're going this way. Isn't that nice? You pay all that money for a truck, and the doors freeze shut. Come on, Ford, you can do better. Kind of a main road, which isn't super desirable, so from a flipping standpoint, this probably wouldn't be the best house to flip. Check this out. So as you can see, it is listed on the MLS. This house from the outside, this is more like a bungalow style house. There's a garage, there's a carport, bunch of trash, there's outside. There's not a ton of exterior damage, doesn't look like, but looks like someone hit that. There is a shared driveway here with a neighbor, which is kind of a problem. Depending on what your neighbor is into and stuff, that can be a little weird. So let's take a look inside. So the first thing I do when I come into one of these properties is always try to turn all the lights on if they actually work. I want to have the best view and everything. It is really cold in here, so the heat's not on. So when I'm talking to this agent, I'm going to ask her if this property was winterized, because we just had really cold weather. So there could be some frozen pipes, all kinds of extra damage. As I'm walking through here, it doesn't seem crazy. The electric's definitely not on. I'll give you guys a little pan of what's going on in here. So this is kind of the living room here. You come in, you have a nice kitchen. Cabinets are actually pretty nice. I'd probably paint them. Actually, I'd probably just leave them. Nice big kitchen. You got a bathroom up there. Another type of room here. I'm not sure what this is. I guess this is like another living space. And then there's another bathroom here. I would probably try to turn this into a bedroom, this into a bedroom, possibly even this into a bedroom. So just already walking this property and looking at the layout, I can tell this would be an absolute terrible flip. only because when people are buying renovated products, they're looking for something, you know, special. They understand they're paying a premium, and this house just doesn't have that vibe. It almost feels like it was pieced together. We'll see if we can find a basement. I'm not even sure if there's a basement here. So there's a bathroom. If you look at this, this is always important. That's the heat. That's a radiant heat. Could be steam or hot water. Not super desirable. There's not central AC here. Here's a door. This might be the basement. Yep, this is basement. And you guys aren't going to be able to see because there's no light. So let me turn my flashlight on. So I'm not sure if you guys can see me or not, but when I'm in a basement, the things I'm looking for are, I'm always trying to find the main beams and the joists and really look for termite damage, any water damage, any shifting in the foundation, stuff like that. So the reason you want to do that is it's not a problem if those things are there, but you can use that to negotiate, and it is going to be something that you're going to have to fix later on. So here is the boiler. It looks like a newer Rheem gas water heater. It looks like there was an emergency shut off, so that's something else good to keep an eye out for. So there's some kind of critter in here. Do you hear that? Back to the gas meter thing. Usually the gas company will red tag it when there's an issue. They don't red tag it if there's not an issue. This is what the joists look like. If you look at this one, someone screwed another board to it. You notice how everything's painted down here. Sometimes they paint like this when there was a fire. It's interesting because they sistered it with 2x4s, and that's not how you do it. So here's another one. See how that board is sistered here? There's 3. So it's reinforced for some reason. To me, it looks like there might have been a fire here at some point. Yep, there was. Look at this. So see, that's black there. So this house had a fire in it at some point. So that's going to be something I definitely ask the listing agent and use against them. This property is actually a bankruptcy. So sometimes that's really hard to explain to a bank because it's such a big company. You obviously don't get to talk to the bank or a real decision maker there. And they just might look at what this looks like from the photos that are on the MLS. Whew, got spider webs all over my face. Let's check out this backyard. Man, the door was unlocked. That's good. Like I had said earlier, it had snowed, so you can kind of also see if anyone's been here before, which they haven't because there's no tracks in the feet. Nice little yard here. Sometimes when you go in these houses, at least me, you sometimes just get a feeling that you're going to be able to negotiate with these people, and I kind of get that feeling here. Here's the bathroom. This house really isn't that bad. This would be a really good rental property. But yeah, I mean, you could easily put a forced air system in here too. Central AC, the basement being open like that. You just run all your ductwork right through the floor. Guys, so we have a problem. There's no hinge here. So I'm locked in the house. Now let's see if we can figure this out here. Can't twist it. Gotta find something in here I can squeeze with it. It is crazy how people live, isn't it? Look at that Dragon Ball Z guy. At least they were good at something. I'm usually pretty good at being able to figure stuff out. I'm gonna have to climb out of the window of this house. The house does have nice vinyl windows. Let's see if I can get this window up. Jeez. Can't get that window up. Ah! Looks like I got myself a new house. Oh yeah, there is a garage here too. I'm locked up. Can't something. I don't know how the song goes. So I'm gonna try to use this knife to get out here. See if this works. Oh, we got it. Oh boy, I wonder if anyone else has gotten locked in here. Or maybe no one else has showed the house. So I'll have to ask the agent if she's had any more showings here. So some more of the outside stuff that I'd look at is just the downspouts. Bad weather like snow and rain is actually a pretty good time to look at properties. It's not bad. So it looks like this house has vinyl siding, new windows. Nothing crazy going on. It's got a nice vinyl fence. Neighbor's house is really nice. Check this out. that's a good thing. There's gas here. It's just a nice little house. This would make a good rental property. So remember when I was telling you guys, so no one's even been here in the snow to do what I just did, because these are the only, my feet print are the only feet print here. So this might be a good opportunity here. I'll record myself calling this agent and just giving you a little example of what you say, how you talk to them, and how you just start to pre-sell them in that first phone call. So guys, just to circle back with some of the things that stood out to me on this property is it's a detached house. It's in decent shape. It probably would only really need a clean out, paint, and freshened up. It wouldn't be the best flip because of the shared driveway, and just the layout of the house is kind of awkward and weird. Now for the right price, you know, it could be a good flip, but this would also make a good rental property. Probably get a long-term tenant in here. Probably someone that's local to the area, blue collar, maybe they work at one of the local warehouses. Has a garage. It's got a really nice backyard that's fenced in so someone could have a dog. I'm not a huge fan of dogs, my rental properties, but it is an extra source of income. So yeah, I'm gonna give this agent a call and see if we can work this deal here. The only thing I'm concerned about really is the, since this is a bankruptcy and there's a bank involved, that means there's a balance due on the mortgage. A lot of times these banks don't like to play ball and they like to list these things and they'll wait forever until they get the offer they want. So we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to show you some of the listing photos from when this guy purchased it to get an idea of what this property could look like or what it did look like. Check this out. So I'll just skip through a few. Pretty nice place. Nothing special, but definitely a livable place. Looks like a nice little rental unit. So I'm going to give this agent a call and you guys can listen in and see if you guys can learn something here.
Hello, this is Bridget.
Hey Bridget, this is Isaac. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I just showed that property over there on North George Street. I was just calling to get some more information and just try to figure out exactly what's going on. So I saw you said it was a bankruptcy. Who is the bankruptcy attorney?
Haley Rohrbaugh, CGA.
Okay. Has there been any engagement with the bank at all on pricing at all? Because obviously the place is it's going to need rehab.
No, there is. What we'll do is accept an offer. The bankruptcy judge will sign off on it, which usually takes 6 weeks. That's why I've asked for 8, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I've done these before. I mean, there haven't been any payments made in a while. It's just going to roll into the bankruptcy. And we're just going to accept the best offer.
And you said, have there been any showings on the property or anything?
There have been a ton of showings. I hear a word that people are interested, but I haven't gotten anything in writing.
Yeah, I'm sure the snow's not helping. Property doesn't look awful, but I mean, it is
Yeah,
an interesting. I don't even know what you. I don't know if this is like a bungalow or what you call this place. Are you thinking it's 3 bedrooms all on like the right side of the property? Then you have your living room,
Yeah.
kitchen, bath. I noticed that the house had a fire in it at one point. Do you know anything about that?
I don't know anything about that. I don't have the seller's disclosure back yet. Having said that, he's only owned it 3 years. He hasn't had it long.
Yeah, I tried to go back and look at the old seller's disclosure, and I didn't see anything in there either.
I doubt if he knows anything about that. There is a water stain on the ceiling of the front bedroom. He told me that the previous owners replaced the roof and that stain was there when he bought the house. They just never repainted it. So I don't think that's active.
Yeah, I did see that in the old disclosure, so he's probably telling the truth there. I'm going to send you over an offer. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm assuming you're just presenting anything, or?
I've got to get that seller's disclosure to you, because if your buyer doesn't have it, that's a walk away. So I've sent it to him. He was filling it out manually. It's been almost 2 weeks. I sent it to him digitally to see if he works double shifts, so give me a couple days to get with him to sign an offer, but he's hard to get hold of.
Okay. I'd be writing the offer for myself too. I'd obviously be representing myself. I do work with Craig Schur. That's my personal attorney and corporate attorney at CGA too. So that may help, may not help. I have no idea. But yeah, so I'll work on an offer here this morning and I'll send it over to your email. If you just want to respond that you received it once you get it, just so I know it didn't, end up in space.
Yeah, and I'll let you know if I do get another offer. I did show it to one guy myself.
I don't know if you noticed, but I actually locked myself in the house. That storm door is missing the doorknob on the inside, so that was.
I didn't know that. Oh my God.
So just be careful if you. It looked like someone else had gotten stuck in there and they just jammed the door open, but I just grabbed one of the knives off the kitchen and
Yeah.
jimmied my way out. But
Oh my gosh. No, I've been over there several times. I guess I haven't shut the storm door.
yeah, they don't. You know how they are. Sometimes they never latch all the way, but this
Yeah.
wind it latched all the way.
Oh my
So that
gosh.
was fun.
Well, and he did tell me that the deadbolt, he said, you know, if you're there, lock yourself in, but if you leave, you can get the deadbolt locked, but you're going to have a hell of a time getting it unlocked. So he said, better just not to mess with it.
I only relock whatever was locked. But
Yeah.
okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll work on something here this morning, and I'll email it over to you probably in the next hour or so.
Okay. I'll let you know that I got it.
All right, thanks. This could be a really good opportunity that people are sleeping on. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on the MLS. So I actually received a text message from this listing agent. She said, I received your offer. Also, another agent called who is sending an offer today. Didn't receive the offer. Kind of bummed at first when you get a text message like that, but who knows? They may not receive the offer because obviously my offer is extremely low. Probably not the highest offer. There's a lot of other investors out there who will buy stuff and are cool with not making as much money as me. So I just responded and said, okay, let me know when and if you receive the offer. So before I increase my offer, I want to make sure that she actually receives another offer. To figure out what I would increase my offer to, I'm just going to kind of fine tune my numbers. So the ARV I had on that property originally was 200,000. I think it's honestly closer to 180. So I'm gonna take that 180, multiply it by 0.75. That gives me 135,000. That kind of buffers in your profit there. So from there, I'm gonna subtract $5,000 in exterior work. So there was some gutter damage there, garage door. The fence looked like it was in a little rough shape in some areas. And then there was some landscaping work. I'm gonna subtract another $5,000 for flooring, another $5,500 in paint. I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna put a new furnace in there. That's gonna cost anywhere between 15 and 20 grand. I'm gonna put a new forced air furnace, central AC, duct work. It's gonna cost a little bit of money there. So let's just say 15 grand. So that puts me at 104.5. So I'm also gonna subtract $20,000 here because this might be an opportunity for me to buy this property, close on it, and resell it to another investor who will flip it. And if I'm gonna do that, I always like to leave enough meat on the bone, but it also needs to be worth my time. So I always wanna make 20 grand if I'm wholesaling or just quick selling. I'll make 15, 10, 5, but if my first offer is 20, it kind of puts me in a good spot. So anyways, my math ends up right where my offer was, 84,500. So I would probably add 10 grand to that. So if I bought that house for 95,000, I think I'd still be pretty happy. So that's what I'm gonna do. If she texts me back and lets me know that she did receive an offer, I'm gonna increase my offer to 95, 98,000, and we'll go from there. I just have to keep in mind, and you guys need to keep in mind, when you're making these offers on these properties, you don't wanna make it emotional. You gotta get out, you gotta make offers. You can't buy every house, so you don't wanna overpay just so you buy the house. So you need to stick to your numbers and be very careful and be sure to not overpay for these properties and stick to your gut.